Hello, my wonderful people. Happy Sunday to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Well, this message I carry come for now today. Many people is going to have a lot to say. A lot of my fans, a lot of my Biafran brothers and sisters, a lot of my family members, most especially those ones who are very close and dear to me, they will get worried maybe when they listen to this video or this message. But my dear, the country called Nigeria have been a place whereby when you speak, you die. If you don't speak, you die. Then what are we still waiting for? Why not all speak and face the consequences? This message I carry come for now today. I titled it The Fall of Nigeria and how it is playing a very vital and important role to the gain of the Biafrans. Somebody might ask me now, why must I use that language that it is in the interest or the profit of the Biafrans? After all, Biafrans have been dying woto. Biafrans, they have been demolishing their properties in Lagos, in Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, bombing, and the rest of them. But let me burst your bubble. The falling of Nigeria today, that a Biafra get momentum is because Nigeria is falling. So this message, as I title it, The Fall of Nigeria and the Rising of the Rising Sun from the land of freedom, which is the Biafrans and the Biafra land. Let us start where Nigeria started to fall. At least as far as my brain can carry me, because I might not know it all. I might not be that graduate the way you are. Nigeria, what a beautiful country. Nigeria is a country where professors, intellect, people who have PhDs, people who attended almost all the whole universities in the whole world, spend their times and their money reading and making research. It's a country where the professors will help the illiterates to rig election. What a beautiful country. What a Nigeria. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria is a place where the chief of the defense staff came out now to tell us that there will be no any mistake of bombing again. After we are recording over 9,000 people being killed in the last 6 or 7 years, civilians, for recklessness of the militants. Nigeria is a country where their drone that they're supposed to send to go and bomb Sambisa forest, mistakenly, according to them, they say mistakenly it diverted and bombed people in Kaduna State. Not once, but twice. And the casualties increase. What a country. Nigeria is a country where Yahoo boys are being dragged, who will take custody of them between the EFCC, the police, and the military. Even the naval office is involved. It may sound funny, but that is the beginning and the dying of Nigeria. Nigeria is a country that will always try to verify the source of someone's wealth, but very, 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 very deft and reluctant to verify why we have over 145 or 47 million Nigerians in multi-dimensional poverty. To them, it is normal because the rich are getting rich, and why the poor are getting poorer. That is how they created Nigeria. And Nigeria is a country that have almost all the whole mineral resources you can think of. But I don't have refinery. All of their whole mineral resources, all of their own natural given wealth are being mined, processed, and refined by Westerners, who after at the end of it give them peanuts and they'll be jumping up. What a country. Nigeria is a country where the leaders use their hand to kill their own citizens. They claimed voted them into the office. Look at what is happening in Imo State. Imo State has become a desert. It has been a deserted area in recent times. because of a one man, hopeless Uzodinjo. The number of youths that have been killed in Imo State because of Hope Uzodinjo is nothing to write home about. In fact, it is uncountable. Nigeria is a country that will choose your dream. Choose your career for you, not you to choose your own career. Because Nigeria is a country that our graduates, able-bodied bodied young men at their productive age are writing keke napep and Okada riders, while our great-fathers who are even using pampers and peeing in their pants are the ones handling the affairs of the youth. When you ask them, they will tell you they are equally youth. Nigeria is the country that their own governors are killing their own citizens. Look at, that's one incident that happened yesterday. A governor's entourage convoy killed an undergraduate. The futures of tomorrow of Nigeria have been dying, and that is why you see Biafrans are springing up. Don't ask me, why do I have to talk about Nigeria? My dear, the downfall of Nigeria is the beginning of the rising sun, which is the Biafrans. And that is why you see it is getting momentum day in, day out. If you think that Nigeria have a president, my dear, forget it. It will get to a point whereby the peoples who are supposed to come to Nigeria invest will rub it in their face. It will get to a point whereby people who are supposed to invite their so-called president for a summit will let them know that this is not a president, but a smuggler, a launderer, and also a drug baron. What a country. A country that have over 250 million people, but barely 1,000 people are in the home of the affairs of the country, controlling the economy or the wealth of the nation. And the remaining other 2.4 million 990 something are busy watching the world and tasking the government to be bringing them Big Brother show almost every month. That is the country we came from, Nigeria. For as long as I'm talking to you now, we still remain in Nigeria, the Biafrans. But very soon, we will separate the wheat from the chaff. And that is why you see the dying of Nigeria is the rising of the rising sun. This message is supposed to go viral. If you get this message and you listen to it, you didn't subscribe, you didn't share, my dear, or you didn't comment, you have a lot to explain when the time is right. Nigeria is a country with a great men and women of different characters, of different intelligence. Nigeria is the country that when you dress well, they tag you a Yahoo man. When you get tattered, when they see you, they will even arrest you again and ask you, why are you looking tattered? That is a country. Nigeria is a country that the youth went out to protest, even with the flag of Nigeria, green, white, green, at the Lokito gate. The person who supposedly, according to them, is the president of those so-called Nigeria, ordered for the elimination of over 1,000 youths at the Lokito gate. Today, the panel of inquiry they set up, after the white book or whatever they call it, black book or whatever, comes out, they denied it and said there's no shooting. 3 years later, the same Nigeria that said there's no shooting used over 68 million naira, 68.7 million naira for mass burial of just only 100 corpses, of which, if they divide that money, each corpse got about 500,000 naira for burial. People who die of hunger, people who come out to protest the police brutality, people who come out to protest that if they make business of 100,000 naira, police must have collected 95,000 and left them with only 5,000 naira. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria is the only country that European election observers, prior to the election, gave them millions of dollars and pounds or even euros to help them in conducting a free and fair elections. The same people that gave them the money was in the election as election observers. When they bring out their own result of what they observed during the election, they turn and say them they don't have right to do that. But they have right to give you money and you collected. What a country. A country that will move forward. We never have the likes of Mahmoud still walking freely on the street today. How do that concern the Biafrans? That is the rising of the rising sun of Biafra land. And that is why Nigeria can never be good. Don't you see what is happening now? That the Northern Elders Forum, headed by Hakim Baba Ahmed, who is the speaker, have come out now and issue a press release asking the federal government that should do what? That they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Something that have not done in the history of Nigeria for elders forum that always turn things upside down will come out to speak that. Do you know that they have been seeing things? Do you know that they have already known that the Nigeria country is gone? Do you know that they are crying now simply because power just left their hand for only just 6 or 7 months? Then how much more what the Southeasterners have been passing through for decades since after the war? Marginalization of the highest order. Still yet, we are still bouncing. That is why I tell you that the falling of Nigeria is also the rising of the rising sun, which is the Biafras. We are the rising sun. Nigeria, my country. If I continue to talk about Nigeria, maybe you will even get tired of watching or listening to this video. But I think I will have to cut it here. I will have part 2 of this very video. Just keep in touch. Always turn on the notification icon of this channel. I'll be bringing to you the news that you always like to listen. Not just only reading, but I also have my own view as a Nigerian, as a Biafran, and as a bona fide citizen of the United States of Biafra, which is USB. Yes. Very soon, there's one thing that I was arguing with my friend that I said that the Westerners know that there's a state called USB. That is why it has been in place for a very long time. Do you know how long that people have been using USB? So people have been using Biafra since. But now it is time for Biafra. Yes, the time is now. And there's no any gate of hell that's going to stop it. We are the winners. And we are the rising sun. And there's nothing enemies or even the Kabas can do. In fact, even as I'm talking to you now, the Kabas are dancing to the tones of the Biafrans because they know that this country have no mekwatansi, according to my people. Anyway, beg I cut it here. When I go hear my voice again, I still remain Amandia Neze, reporting from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Have a nice day. Messiano.